What's good, YouTube? In this video we'll be going over the long-term 1-year review on the Samsung S22 Ultra. If you like this kind of content or find this kind of content helpful, leave a message down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching. So here we are 1 year later, just on the cusp of the release of the S23 Ultra, and we've had 1 year to deal with this very high-end and feature-rich device. Is it worth it after 1 year? Well, the short answer is yes, as this device's high-end features, its advanced camera system, and the large and high-resolution display make the S22 Ultra a real powerhouse if you're looking for a flagship phone that isn't foldable. The camera on this thing, in my opinion, is unmatched with today's smartphones. It has pro-grade camera features, an excellent night mode, and other options like single take. It's one of the best available on smartphones in the market and can produce incredibly detailed and high quality photos and videos. And this trend of extremely high quality and top tier performance continues on with the display. The S22's Ultra AMOLED 6-inch size display is bright, vibrant, and offers excellent viewing angles for multiple applications, including browsing the web, answering emails, watching videos, and even gaming. Gaming is powered by either the Exynos 2100 or the Qualcomm 888 processor, and it's fast and responsive. The S22 Ultra can handle demanding tasks and games with ease. Also features several other high-end features that make it really competitive. This of course includes 5G connectivity, which allows users to take advantage of faster internet speeds and improved network performance when connected to the 5G network. And this can be particularly useful for streaming high-quality videos, gaming, and downloading large files. It also has a 5,000 mAh battery, and while the performance is good, especially after the last round of updates, it can drain a lot faster, particularly on heavy usage, and I would probably attribute this to the extremely bright high-resolution screen. But thankfully, the S22 Ultra has some pretty high-end charging features, including fast charging, ultra-fast charging, wireless charging, and the ability to reverse wireless charge with a compatible NFC device as well. And of course you have the S Pen on this one, and in continuation of the Notes legacy, the S Pen's features make it very useful for taking notes and other things such as controlling your smartphone and other aspects of the phone as well. Later, the specs on this device are still pretty impressive on paper. The S22 Ultra has a 6-inch dynamic AMOLED display with a 3080 by 1440 resolution display and a 120 Hz refresh rate. It has an Exynos 2100 or a Snapdragon 888, depending on which region you're in, up to 16 GB of RAM, and up to 512 GB of internal storage. It has a 108 megapixel main camera on the rear shooter, a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera, and a 10 megapixel periscope telephoto camera. The front-facing selfie camera is 40 megapixels. It has a 5G connectivity and a 5,000 mAh battery life that supports fast charging, wireless charging, and reverse wireless charging. It's IP68 water and dust resistant, and it has a fingerprint sensor and display, and of course runs the latest version of Android with Samsung's One UI 3.1. So even on paper, 1 year later, the specs on this thing are quite impressive, as the combination of a high quality camera cluster on the rear, an incredible display, and other high spec. This is a great phone even 1 year after its initial release. The dynamic AMOLED display provides a high quality visual experience, and it's one of my favorite aspects of this phone. It's a great size, as it's not too unwieldy to wield one-handed, and this type of AMOLED display can adjust the refresh rate dynamically based on the content that's being displayed. This means that the display can run at a lower refresh rate or different refresh rates depending on what kind of application you're using the phone for. This also helps conserve battery life and also reduce power consumption. The nice thing about this display is that it also supports an in-display fingerprint sensor, so you don't have to inconvenience yourself with face unlock if you don't like it, or try to locate the fingerprint sensor on the side of the phone, as it's right there under the screen. Another nice aspect about this gorgeous display is the fact that it's an always-on display, which allows you to see notifications, time, and other information even when the screen is turned off. This is a convenient feature, particularly if you want to make notes using the included S Pen. And finally, one of my favorite aspects of the display is that it does have a pretty solid blue light filter, which can reduce the amount of blue light emitted from the display, reducing eye strain. On the flip side, this can also get pretty bright as well, as the maximum brightness on the Samsung S22 Ultra display is 1500 nits, which allows for comfortable visibility even when this phone is being used outdoors in direct sunlight. So overall, it's a really high-end display that you're getting here on the S22 Ultra. It's feature-rich and offers a lot of benefits over several other flagships, even 1 year after it's been released. It has vivid colors, it's accurate, and the adjustable high refresh rate is something that can be used for a lot of applications, including gaming, which the S22 Ultra can just eat up for a mobile device. Moving on to the camera, 1 year later, the S22 camera really does stand the test of time. It has a 108 megapixel main sensor, and the main camera sensor on the S22 Ultra allows you to take incredibly detailed high resolution photos. I would say that it's up to par with the latest from iPhone and Google in terms of quality, color science, and also sharpness. The sensor uses Samsung's own nanocell technology, which combines 9 pixels into one, and it produces a brighter, more detailed image with less noise. It also has a crazy amount of optical zoom, as the S22 Ultra is renowned for having the largest optical zoom available on a flagship device. It's really quite crazy how well you can zoom in on this and from what distance you can zoom in on the S22 Ultra. And while there's obvious reductions in quality, the picture is still relatively sharp just for the crazy amount of zoom that you're getting from a device that you can hold in your hand. The other things about the camera include the ability to record 8K video, which is the highest resolution currently available for videos on smartphones. This allows you to capture incredibly detailed and lifelike videos that look amazing both on the S22's Ultra's high resolution screen and other larger screens as well. It also has a pretty impressive night mode that's available for both the rear and front-facing camera. It allows you to take clear and detailed photos after waiting a little period, like 3 seconds, while you're taking in the shots in low light. This feature uses advanced image processing to brighten up the image and reduce noise, resulting in a pretty clear and detailed photo, even in really low to near darkness. Samsung also has the single take feature running on the S22 Ultra. This is a feature that allows you to take multiple photos and videos with just one press of the shutter button, and it uses AI to sense what kind of shot you're taking and capture the best shots and videos. When you activate single take, the camera will automatically take a series of photos with different settings and angles, and use AI to analyze the scene and select the best shots based on factors such as composition, lighting, and movement. Single take can actually take up to 15 seconds while you're holding the phone, but it is a very useful camera feature that allows you to take multiple photos and videos with just a single press of the button that would ordinarily take you a lot longer if you were trying to make the shots yourself, as you would have to go through each of the different camera modes, whereas single take allows you to do it with just a press of one camera mode. So after 1 year, everyone, I would have to say the most noteworthy features of the S22 Ultra would be this crazy camera setup that Samsung has managed to fit into a 6-inch phone, as well as just the very high resolution, very bright display that really does outperform other competitors on the market. Sure, they had a few setbacks with battery life and several other features that have been ironed out with software updates, but overall this phone is a real powerhouse, and while it's not cheap, hopefully prices will come down after we've reached the 1 year mark here. So if you can get the S22 Ultra at a deal and you're looking for a very good display partnered with a extremely good camera setup, the S22 Ultra certainly won't disappoint. It has a very long laundry list of top tier features that's hard to beat even 1 year after it's released. So what do you think? Are there any S22 Ultra users out there that have things to be desired in terms of the 1 year mark? Leave a message down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching.